Time and tide wait for no man. No, time, tide, and love wait for no man. The candle lights were getting dimmer. They were dwindling. So were Jhansi's hopes and excitements. It was her birthday. She draped herself in a beautiful pink sari. She had cooked special dinner. She didn't fancy going out to a posh restaurant to have a candlelight dinner with her husband. She wanted to create all the magic herself, her own creativity. But her husband is still not home. She had tried calling him, but he wasn't available. Slowly her hopes turned into frustration. Her frustration turned into anger. This is not the first time. Many times this has happened. She can't remember celebrating her birthday happily ever since she got married to him. She started crying. After almost an hour, her husband came back. He was surprised to see those candlelights and seeing her in pink sari at home. He was surprised. He had forgotten that it was her birthday. Anyway, when had he remembered? He never had. She expressed her frustration without raising her voice. He said sorry and said that he got carried away by the work at the site. He was a project manager. They had dinner and went to bed. Her husband was too tired for anything at all. She was filled with disappointment, head to toe, full of disappointment. After a week, on a Sunday, they planned to go to a nearby church for a wedding. It was Jhansi's good friend getting married for the second time after going through a disastrous marriage which was annulled 3 years ago. But Jhansi's husband had to go to the local councillor's office due to some work related to some issues faced by the local widows in their neighborhood. If she remembers correctly, they are trying to get some cash for them monthly so that it will be easier for them to maintain themselves more smoothly. Well and good. It's noble. It's very noble. Jhansi's husband was very much into social services. He helps people a lot without any expectations, but he often fails to be a good husband, hardly spends time with her. Jhansi is a Singaporean. She doesn't know many people in India except for this one friend. She has very few acquaintances in India. Her husband was her world, but he doesn't seem to understand. He expects her to understand his busy schedule. But for Jhansi, it's all about priority. One will make time for things that are important to oneself. So he didn't turn up on time that day too. All she could do was to send an apology to her friend via voice message. All she wanted was to spend some time with him, quality time, away from work, away from the community, even away from those social services that he was into. She's not an antisocial woman. She's a helpful girl as well. But she feels that family comes first. Nothing deserves attention at the cost of your family time. It has been 5 years. She has expressed her feelings to her husband many times, many ways. He realized that he's not making time for her, but he's just complacent about it. It's his wife after all. Moreover, he's not cheating on her or doing something bad. He's just busy with his work and social activities. Little did he know that no reasons are good enough for him to let his wife feel lonely. The next day, she felt a little dizzy and a bit nauseatic. She thought she was stressed out, overthinking, those kind of things. She told her husband when he was back home. He said he will come early tomorrow to take her to the hospital to have a check, medical check. He was thinking and expecting she could be pregnant. He doesn't remember it has been weeks ever since he touched her last on the bed. But as usual, he didn't come back on time on that day. She was feeling really tired. She just went to bed. She's done with waiting, asking, begging, and fighting for attention and love. Love is not just a word, it's an action. 5 years of exile in an unknown land with unknown people and a husband who puts her right at the bottom of his priority list. She wrote him a text, which she knows he might not even read that day. I understand that you are a busy project manager, a good-hearted social activist who loves spending time and money with the people in the community. I understand. I understand that there are so many people and so many things in your priority list. Today it's your turn to understand that you have disappointed me. I have left my family, job, and a comfortable lifestyle in my country for you, only to be ignored by you. It's your turn now to understand that you have been a horrible husband, despite being a good project manager, a very humble and learning social activist. Please understand that I am done with my single life in this marriage. Thank you. Yours, Jhansi.